Welcome to the COVID Level 2 iteration of our 2021 Year 12 prize giving. It's been a really interesting year, and you all need to be congratulated for doing so well. The sheer fact that you're sitting in this room means that you've risen above all those petty little COVID mouldy things, and you've succeeded academically, so congratulations. We'd like to start the proceedings today with our school's karakia, so two. Kia piki te mauri.
Kia kape te mauri, ko te mauri o tēnei huinga, ko te mauri o tēnei kura, mauri o ho, mauri tū, mauri o rā kia tātou, haumi e, hui e, tāi ki e.
Mrs. Johnson.
Tēnā koutou katoa, ko mana, tōku monga, ko aroha te moana, ko whānau, tōku waka, ko au e tū atu nei. Mana is my mountain, and aroha my sea, whānau is my waka, and all of this is me. Well, that's 660, so thank you 660 in heartfelt lyrics. And a really inclusive pepeha that is representative of us all. Thanks to the Auckland concert that I had the privilege of attending earlier this year, and who would have thought that that would have been it for large concerts in New Zealand. So let's hope that our high vaccination rates and the new traffic light system will let you attend concerts and events this summer. We all thought 2020 was a challenge, and we've been well and truly pushed out of our comfort zones this year. The resilient spirit of the staff, students and parents has been truly inspiring. Whaia te iti kahurangi, ke te tuhu, koe me he wanga taitai. Seek the treasure that you value most dearly, and if you bow your head, let it be to a lofty mountain. We've been faced with several lofty mountains, and we've proven that we are tough, we are resilient, and we can persevere. Teachers have led you students through this time of uncertainty. They've provided kindness, structure, clarity, and a lot of hope, and I'm incredibly proud of our staff. I'm incredibly proud of you who have coped with everything thrown at you, especially during term 2. My heading for my yearbook article this year is Memories, Mould and Manakitanga. Memories, it's nearly a year since the passing of Ross Sinclair, and I know many of us are thinking not only of Ross but of his family at this time. Haere rā atu rā ki tō, kora wai o Ranganui. These are some words from a beautiful waiata written and sung by our kapahaka. The line signals that Ross is amongst his ancestors within the protected cloak of Ranganui, our Sky Father. I actually was going to attempt to read you 4 or 5 lines from the song, but that was enough before the tears kind of flow, so it's a beautiful song if you haven't heard it. Aroha mai, aroha atu. Mould, well, enough said really, eh? However, we are getting large fancy new buildings. You sadly won't get to be in them, but you will see the beginnings of demolition and construction next year. Manakitanga. People often talk about students being resilient, but to be honest, I think you teenagers are really good at hiding how you are truly feeling. And we adults are sometimes just not sure how to help. I'm proud of the kindness and the manakitanga, the systems, the resources and the supports that we as a school put in place for you this year. It's that stuff that I think helps you to be resilient. The added work by our counsellors, youth workers and mentors, the equity devices driven around town and delivered by Tim Fox, the numerous check-ins that your teachers made while you were stuck working from home for literally 2 terms, the welcoming greeting you got by Lauren when you appeared finally at this hub, the drop-in centre that grew in the sports office, the creative changes and adaptations that were made to enable you to perform your dances and your drama pieces, and the really good fight of Nick Larkin that he won with NZQA to give you those learning recognition credits. It's been a year of teams, networks and collaborations, he waka e ke noa. We have worked together, supported each other, gone the extra mile more than once and learned an awful lot along the way. Technology and social media can be fantastic, but they will never replace the value of people in busy, rigorous learning spaces, talking and working together. COVID taught us that going to school should never be taken for granted, and that face-to-face schooling is better and that relationships matter. I'm looking forward to a fresh start in 2022. You will be the leaders, the rangatira of the school. And I see in front of me confident, capable and engaged young people who have connected with their school and their community. Many of you show huge potential as the next wave of leaders. Next year, you will all be role models, whether you wear a badge or whether you have a leadership position or not, and whether you like it or not. You will be those students that the Year 9s look up to. So never underestimate your ability to influence. What you say, how you look, step into your uniform, and how you act really does matter. Make plans to enjoy your last year at school and be a part of making the school a really great place to be. Lead, join, support, participate in all that you can. Your final year will go by in a flash. Ask these ones sitting here. Don't let your last words at Hutt High School be shoulda, woulda, coulda, because you'll be out of time and only left wondering what might it be. Be present, be involved, be engaged in all the school has to offer. Maybe planning to leave a legacy, something that will live on when you have gone. How wonderful it would be if that legacy was that you were the most inclusive, friendly and successful year group ever. Ko mana toko maunga, mana is my mountain, and this school is full of positive energy. Ko aroha te moana and aroha my sea, this school is full of love, compassion and kindness. Ko whānau toko waka, whānau is my waka, and this school is our extended family, especially when times are tough. Ko au e tū a tū nei, and this and all of this is me. We are all this, every culture and every person in this kura. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou koutou.
Right, kia ora everyone. Mr. T and I are so proud to stand here and give out the prizes today. We are super proud of everything that you've overcome this year and how hard you've worked, and you thoroughly deserve to bask in this moment of glory up here at Prize Giving. So today we're going to start. Our first category of awards are distinctions. Certificates of distinction are awarded to students who have performed at a very high level in their academic studies through the entire year. In Year 12, students have studied 5 or 6 subjects and they need to have a grade point average of 80% or higher across the academic work in the subject. We congratulate all students who will receive distinction awards and would like to present the following certificates to students who have excelled in this area. Please try and help us out by coming up in order. We'll read you out in groups of like 5 or 6, so try to hear your order in here. So with 4 distinctions, Romana Emily Bergman, Christopher Best, Flynn Cook, Isabella Francis Moore, May Harmer. Group Eve Houghton, Sadiq Shakur, Stephen Leishman, Rhiannon Mackey, Lara Pennington. Brenda Smith, Maddie Taylor, Tony Fu, Francisca Zabella.
With 5 distinctions, Thomas Drummond, Alan McNeil, Zoe Rye, Kenika Samasa. Eloise Smith, Ty Vanderbar, and Sophie Waters. And with an incredible 6 distinctions, one from each subject, Tom Chen, Eloise Edmonds, and Elizabeth Henry. At Year 12, the subject variety widens and the subjects cater for the various different student pathways. From purely academic to more vocational, we try to have a good mix. So now we're up to the top of subjects for 2021. For accounting, biology, chemistry and physics, Tom Chen. For art design, Francisca Zabella. For art painting, Riasha Reddy. For art photography, Sophie Gordon. For business studies, India Lenaz. For classical studies and history, Lara Pennington. For dance, Gia Anand. For computer science and digital technology, Max Webb. For design and visual communication, Christopher Best. For economics, French and music, Eloise Edmonds. For level 1 employment ready, Peter Bowie. For drama, Ella McNeil. For employment ready, Alana Leach. For English, Tenika Sabasa. For English language academic, Raja Dong. For furniture making, Katie Vandersroy.
For Gateway, Beverly Richardson. For Geography, Rhiannon Mackey. Vanderbar. Māori Performing Arts, April Uriaro. Mathematics, Thomas Grummett. Mechanical Engineering, Sam McRobbie. Media Studies, Zora Tabernet. Music Performance, Ian Houghton. Physical Education, Stephen Leishman. Product Design Technology, Helena Smith. Spanish, Molly Matthewson. Te Amo Kairangi, Jet Rangitawa. Te Ao Māori, Amelia High. And lucky last, Tourism, Stephanie Alta Guevara.
It's time for our more special awards. First one, these are classed as special awards. Okay, the first of these are our David Kay Awards, and they are presented to students who have performed exceptionally well on a national stage. And that's been no mean feat this year under COVID times as well. This year we have 2 Year 12 students whose performance in their chosen sport meets the criteria. The first of these, Mrs. Johnson, if you could find the right little thing there. Envelope, no, that's it. The New Zealand National Boxing Championship 75 kilogram cadet boys champion, Pierce Collins. And the New Zealand Junior Squash representative for the Oceania Series, with many achievements in the North Islands, age grade squash champions, under 19s, and almost too many to name, Diana Galloway. A few years ago we had a staff member here who was highly invested in the multicultural life of the school. She donated a cup for the contribution to the multicultural life of our kura, the Karuna Rancho Cup. So for being just an amazingly positive, organised presence with mana, and for her leadership in things Pacifica, Rose Tanavasa Viti. The Spencer Award. A long time ago, a man named George Spencer immigrated to New Zealand in the 1950s. He was incredibly hard working, and he sent all his children through Hutt High School. He succeeded through the crucial support of a generous benefactor. So his family said to us, hey, we'd like to recognise his legacy by donating money to our school to recognise the things that he stood for. So the Spencer Award is for the demonstration of outstanding citizenship within the life of the school. There is one award for year 11, for year 12, and for a year 13, so each level of prize giving. They're not necessarily academic, but the winners of the award show incredible character, a commitment to things more than just the classroom. There's a service component, and often there is an artistic bent as well. So basically the students who get this award really exemplify our school values. So the Spencer Award for Year 12 this year for the demonstration of outstanding citizenship within the life of the school goes to Emily Bergman. Leadership. Student leaders of Hutt High have always played a very large part in our school. We ask them to do an enormous amount of work on our behalf and on your behalf, providing leadership, organisation, and the most important thing, ideas about ways to improve our school. They are also the vital link between students and the senior leadership team of the school. This year, even more so than previous, the nature of COVID has really provided us challenges, but our team have done a fantastic job. I'd like to now call on our head students, Charlotte and Patrick, to talk to you for the last time, after which we'll make some presentations for the student leaders in 2022.
Hi everyone. Firstly, I'd just like to congratulate you all for being here today. I know this year's been pretty rough, so well done for sticking it out and giving it your best. I'd also like to congratulate all of you who have been given official leadership roles for 2022. This is a huge accomplishment and a credit to all you've achieved over the past 4 years. However, it is not only those in appointed roles who will be leaders next year. All of you will be. As Year 13s, you're automatically role models, whether you like it or not. So, I strongly encourage you to step out of your comfort zone as much as possible. Whether that's coaching a sports team, joining a club, or even just expanding your friend group, Year 13 is a year to push yourself. 2022 will be your opportunity to have heaps of fun, live it up a little, and give back to the wider school community. Pretty soon, you guys will be in our shoes, saying goodbye to Hutt High and entering the big wide world. By trying new things, being kind, and spending loads of time with your friends, I promise you that your last year of high school will be your best. And when it's time for you to leave, which comes around much quicker than you anticipate, you will all be able to look back fondly on your time here at our wonderful school.
Good day, everyone. I'd like to congratulate our amazing new line of leaders next year, and that doesn't apply to just everyone who's been given an official role. Obviously to Max and Diana and the new group of official leaders, but regardless of whether you were given an official position or not, heading into Year 13, you will all be leaders to not only each other, but the new wave of fresh faces joining our school in February, and also the other younger year groups. It was all of you that persevered through this difficult last 2 years we've had, and still turn to many of our efforts we organise, whether it's Relay for Life or our school protests. Year 13 will be different for every year group and everyone. And reflecting on my Year 13, I strongly recommend just to have fun, because man, this year's been so fast. COVID lockdowns and multi sports contributed to that definitely, but also the fact that it was so packed full and exciting new experiences. Never thought I'd be running laps around Trenton Park at 3 AM with a broken wrist in the pouring rain, or on TV, but life just throw curveballs at you. I know my year 10 will be different to most of the previous students. I'm not too sure when the last time we had both a pandemic and multi-school at the same time was. But still, year 15 has been full experience that I'm honestly so grateful for how they have allowed me to just grow as a person. Honestly, whether it's inside or outside of school, don't be afraid to grow and experience new things in your final year before adulthood. Don't be afraid to talk to or make friends with that person you haven't talked to since year 9, intermediate, or even primary. Don't be afraid to take up a new sport, or God forbid, even read a book. Enjoy your final year, guys. I really mean that, and I wish you all the very best both in school and in life. Thank you.
So, next year's new leaders. You should just realise how difficult our robust discussion was in the selection of this year's new leaders. There is just so much talent in year 12. It was really difficult, and we think we've got a really good team for next year. So what's going to happen? Our new leaders will be presented their certificate from our outgoing student leaders. Naturally, before you get your certificate, our principal, Mr. Johnson, would like to congratulate you as well. And then once you get your photo taken singly, and in your beard, then you will take the seats of the outgoing student leaders who will be moving to the back of the room. That's how it's going to run. All right. Can I have the Tararua House leaders, please? Our Tararua House leaders for 2022, Ruben Brink and Jet Rangatawa. The best house in the world. Pukeariki House leaders for 2022, Pierce Collins and Rose Tanavasa. Our 2022 Pukeatua House leaders, Saxon Tidmarsh and Ella McNeilage. Our 2022 Mātairangi House leaders, Gabrielle Claridge and Caleb Robinson. House leaders for 2022, Charlie Williams and Juliet Langley. Fortunately, one of our Remataka leaders for next year is at a funeral this morning, so our condolences to his family. He'll be in to collect the later this afternoon. So, the Remataka 2022 House leaders, Stephen Leishman and Sophie Chamberlain. Our service leaders. Our service leaders for 2022, Rhiannon Mackey and Abby Hilliard. Junior school leaders. Next year's junior school leaders, Elizabeth Hanneray and Eli Bramar. Our sports leaders for 2022, Riggle Neil Vessa and Maya Morehu. Our cultural leaders. Next year's cultural leaders, Eva Langridge and Jackson Cook. Marty student leaders. Yes, sir. Our Māori student leaders for next year, London Hipere and Moata Ora.
London.
Our deputy head leader, our deputy head student leaders for 2022, Zara Bowen and Thomas Grummett. Finally, our head students for 2022, Max Webb and Diana Galloway. Johnson.
So well done to Year 12 leaders, and I'm really looking forward to working with you next year. But a special thank you to the group that are now down the back of the hall on their way out. We obviously are really hopeful we will have a Year 13 graduation prize giving, where we will see you again. But if we don't, from all of us here and all the staff here, thank you so much for your work. Thank you so much for your leadership. And your friendship in my form class, and I know Mr. Larkin would say the same. We wish you all the very best. I know you've all got exciting things to go to. We just had a little conversation over there about the fact that you should be ready to leave school, and you are. You're ready to fly, you're ready to go, and we look forward to all the wonderful things you're going to do with your lives. You know where we are, so do pop in and say hello. But thank you so much for your 5 years at school, and in particular, this really tricky year this year. So, haere-ra, go and have a cup of tea, go and enjoy your time.
As I said, it was a really difficult decision to come up with this leadership team. And we're really excited. You guys are the only ones who will know your mentor teachers probably already. There'll be something like 13 JD WR. So Ms. Wright and Mrs. Johnson will be looking after the house leaders. And welcome to 13FX. Because you'll be with me a lot next year. It's always quite emotional. Right, the things, next awards.
Extremely teary. It's time for the Adult Awards. At a school, we are wanting to recognise excellence across all areas of school life. Students who are receiving this award have demonstrated excellent focus on learning across all subjects, have an excellent attendance record, and have been involved in the wider life of the school as well. Increasingly difficult in a COVID year. To achieve Adulta for the 4th time in a row is a very impressive commitment and achievement. I'm going to call the following in groups of 5. Please hold your applause to the end of that group. Platinum Adulta Awards for 2021, Ramona Owen, Christopher Best, Zara Bowen, Eli Bararo, and Sophie Chamberlain. Jerry Chen, Tom Chen, Gabriel Claridge, Eloise Edmonds, Isabel Elliott, Angus Flynn, and Alana Grant.
Next lot, Ella McNeilich, Karen Nakazono, Raghavi Naranjan, Lara Pennington, Rosa Pennington, Caitlin Rogers.
Gemma Grant, Lauren Grigsby, Chloe Kutchbach, Elizabeth Henry, Emily Hebden, Liv Hepworth. Eve Helton, Nadia Ibrahim, Chloe Jarvis, Natalie Kerr, Amish Kumar, and Juliet Langley.
Tina Kasabi-san, Lily Sandbrook, Eloise Smith, Laura Taberday, Tony Tu, Katie Megasura. Dan Walker, Helen Watson, Ruth Woodruff, Charlie Williams, Lydia Williams, Francisca Isabella.
Recognised the absolute outstanding academic performance of the year. A presentation of the Principal's Commendation Certificates and the Top Scholar for 2021. It should be said that at any other school, any of these people would be ducked. But we have an embarrassing, rich tapestry of academic success and quality. So, huge congratulations to all of these people. The Principal's Commendation for Academic Excellence for 5th in Year 12, Lara Pennington. 4th in Year 12, Tenika Sabasan. 3rd in Year 12, Elizabeth Hannover. 2nd in Year 12, Eloise Edmonds. 'And finally, the Masonic Trophy for the top academic student in Year 12 for this year, 2021, Tom Chen. So we've reached the end. Thank you so much for your attendance. It's tough. We were right near the 100 limit for this gathering, so I had to tell many mentor teachers that they couldn't come. Please make a note to say thank you to your mentor teachers for this year. Many of you, they've had you from Year 9 right up to Year 12, and we do mix things up a little bit in year 13 because of the sheer number of leadership roles that we have. Say thanks. They put a lot of time and effort into developing you and helping you develop, and giving you a little bit of a help boot if your attendance is not very flash, that sort of thing. They've been fantastic. And once again, a huge thank you to your deans, Francois and Mr. T, for looking after you so well this year. A round of applause. Naturally, the year is not done yet. You're on study leave or frenetically studying for your external exams. If you had no external exams, you might be frenetically trying to get a job to earn some money to get you through next year. Don't forget a couple of things though. Number one, any library books and textbooks that you borrowed for the year. And our computing devices that you might have borrowed. We do want them returned, so drop them in. And at that time you can probably pick up your school magazine. I don't think they're there yet, but they're pretty close. So watch your emails. The deans are having all sorts of arguments at the moment around the remaining leadership roles, that is the liaisons and the SNAP mentors. So please watch your emails. Very, very soon an email will come out that will name those positions. And between now and the end of the year, we will have our first overt leadership meeting. So we'll let you know when that happens, and we'll have a good chat. All of you guys, well done, congratulations. Supreme and excellent effort. Make sure you recharge over the break. Have a rest, recover, enjoy your holiday, stay safe, COVID-free, and we'll see you again Thursday the 4th of February next year. Bye.